You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals. We're building wealth, you're not alone. So don't delay, get your money straight. You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight. You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight. You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight.
Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. Look, welcome to the Money Zone on RIP Radio, guys. Okay, so look, if you guys haven't subscribed to my mailing list, go ahead on over there, bit.ly/Folasade TV. That's FOLASADE TV. Go ahead on over and subscribe so you can get some of the juice about what's happening in terms of your taxes, your money, your business, and everything. So guys, if you don't know who I am and this is your first time tuning into the Money Zone on RIP Radio Network, I'm Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. Entrepreneurs hire me to help them achieve their small business and their financial goals. So what does that look like? I hold them accountable to be able to achieve the level of success that they desire, and I incorporate accounting and tax and bookkeeping strategies into helping them scale, leverage, and dominate their industries, guys. So welcome back to another Tuesday. I'm excited to be here. We got so much going on, so I'm just going to go right into it. We started a little bit late today, just for me to get organized and structured. I didn't really want to just come on and rush, look, and then my wig fall off or something. You know what I mean? Right. So we're here. So we're talking about, first off, in segment 1, can you tell if you're going to get a tax bill or if you're going to get a refund? Can you tell? Is there a way to prevent that? Is it a way to mitigate you owing taxes? Is it a way? And then we're going to go right into that, how to complete your W-4 form. So many of you don't even know that you complete this W-4 form every time you get a new job. And what happens is millions of Americans fill out this form incorrectly. And like, let's be honest, when I go into the segment, it's not that we're filling it incorrectly. It's just complicated. Like, let me be really honest. But first things first, guys. Yes, you can control your tax bill. Yes, you can control whether or not you're going to owe money or if you're possibly going to be getting a refund back. And to be honest with you, and I know you've heard me say this countless times on the show, is that you're going to have the tax plan. You're going to have the tax plan. Stop only seeing your tax person one time a year, and that's the time for you to file your taxes. No, you're supposed to at least see your tax accountant at a minimum of 2 times a year. 1 year including the time you're supposed to file, and then another time is to kind of do a check-in to find out, have things changed with you. Basically get some advisory services. So the first thing for you to be able to control whether or not you're going to get a tax bill or a refund, guys, is number one, sit with a consultant, sit with a professional. You want to do that. If you don't, then you're leaving up taxes into your hand. And what Ben Franklin say? The only thing guaranteed in life is death and taxes. That's it. Only thing that's guaranteed in life. So to be honest with you, to protect that guarantee from IRS snatching your money and taking more than what they're supposed to be honest with you, that's when you come see professionals like myself, okay? You come see professionals like myself. So guys, if you don't know, we are accepting new clients. Get on my calendar because of one, all of the changes that's happening with the tax code. You should not, and millions of you guys already have, because I see the reports from IRS, it's staggering the amount of you that still decided to file your taxes on your own. But we're not going to go into that. But see, this is the thing. The ones that have you, you individuals that's filing your taxes on your own without the help of a professional can never really tell IRS what you expect your tax bill to be. So what do I mean by that? If you are a small business owner, we pay our taxes after the fact. Like, we got it good. The IRS say, hey, you can make all the money in the world that you want to. You can make millions and millions and millions of dollars if you want to, right? But guess what? You still need to file that tax return. You need to have expenses that you can corroborate. And then whatever is left over, we then will tax that. That's how small businesses are taxed, after the fact. But if you are an employee of a company, right, you are being taxed as you go. So they call that a pay-as-you-go tax system. So you work, you get paid, you pay taxes. You work, you get paid, you pay taxes. So in that case, the only way for you guys to really protect your taxes and to be able to write your check that you want to write to IRS or get the refund that you want from IRS is by one, knowing this magical form called the W-4 form. And so many of you probably are like, well, the W-4 form, I know I heard of that form. Yeah, thank you, Trump. That's the form that you file every time you start a new job. Every time you go to another company, let's be honest, every time you get fired, right? Every time you get fired, you have to now, when you get a new job, go ahead on and submit a new W-4 form. So why is this form so important? The W-4 form basically tells your employer, the company that you work for, this is the amount of taxes that I want to be taken out of my check. This is the amount, okay? When you fill it right on in, line number 5, as you can see clearly on the screen, as you can see, when you fill it in with your allowances, right, that number is what we use as payroll providers to say, hey, well, this is the amount of taxes that's going to be deducted. But guess what? There's a major problem with this because there is no right, exact way to do it. Let me give you an example, and think about your situation while I'm giving you this example. Let's say you're single, but you pay for everything in your household, and you have 2 children. You qualify for head of household, right? That's one. So if you look at that bright box on the W-4 form at the top, right at the top, it tells you if you have a head of household, put 1. Then it says how many children do you have? Put the amount of children on this line, right? Then it says if you expect to get a refund back, put this number here. So by the time many of you go and fill out your form and put in the number, right, you've already filled in 5 different spaces on the W-4 form, which now says that you want the most minimum amount of taxes deducted. So this is where the problem came at for this year. This is why a lot of you are owing, because you claimed 8 last year, and you claimed 8 in 2017, but you didn't realize, because you didn't hire me as your accountant, that due to the Trump law, you were paying less taxes anyway. So what does that mean? That means you're paying lower tax times 2, basically. You already were underpaying taxes from the beginning with your 8 allowances. And then in addition to that, you're also paying less taxes because the changes in the tax code. So what does that mean for all of you? That means 3 things. Number 1, if you are not monitoring your income throughout the year, how do you know what to expect in terms of your refund or what to expect if you're going to owe? If you're just cashing the checks, tossing the check stubs, you don't even have no clue how much taxes was deducted. You don't even know what went on. Were you paying enough? Weren't you paying enough? And for my small business owners, you have to have your expenses. If you do not keep track of your expenses, you're going to end up overpaying taxes. So both the employee is duped and the small business person is duped as well. Because guess what? The employee wasn't monitoring the amount of taxes that they were paying throughout the year, and or the employee and the small business person was not monitoring their expenses and keeping track of them and so-called doing some type of bookkeeping. So where does that leave you? That leaves you not in control. That leaves you wondering if you're paying the correct amount of taxes that you're supposed to. That leaves you wondering if you took all of the deductions and all of the credits that you were allowed to take. And to be honest with you, 77% of the U.S. taxpayers, everybody that filed taxes in the U.S., right, 77% of us, still are uncertain as to if we actually got back the refund we would deserved or we paid what we were only supposed to pay. So that's the trick. Tax planning is the key. If you guys try to avoid hiring the accountant, sitting down with me, guess what happens? You end up with major, major, major tax bills. And let me just use a real world, kind of like off topic. No, I'm going to give you a real world situation. So one of my clients, mid-income level, she makes $133,000. So she's 6 figures, high income earner. She made $133,000, and so she was telling me last year, tax year, Folasade, I'm going to buy a house and everything like that. And I said, okay, cool, that's definitely going to help you out, especially with all the changes with the taxes and, you know, everything else. You know, at least you'll have an asset. We talked about various things. So what I told her was, hey, due to all the changes with the tax code, I advise you to, when you go to settlement, after you pay your mortgage a few months, right, for you to send me your mortgage statement and for you to send me your pay stub so I can make sure that you are paying enough taxes and or you won't be owing, okay? So client A did just that. Around August last year, she sent me her stuff. She sent me her pay stub. She sent me her mortgage statement. She sent me everything. So we basically used some of the information from last year. So long story short, guys, long story short, she got back exactly what we planned for her to get back. So when I did her tax planning in August of 2018, when I did a tax review of her situation in August of 2018, it specifically said that her refund should be around $1,500. And guess what her refund was this year? $1,490. So her refund was $1,490. I was $10 short. Like, it doesn't get no better than that. So what does that mean? That means that she knew she set herself up correctly so she wouldn't owe, right? In addition to her setting herself up so she won't owe, right? What she also did was it put her in control of her situation. It put her in complete control. And many of you guys are not in control with your finances is simply because you're missing a step. Like, so many small businesses and so many just employees that have like major dreams or whatever your situation may be, you have to understand that this world is made of numbers. And 70% of the world do not like numbers. So that leave accountants like myself indulging in numbers, right? And we love it. Why not hire us to see what's going on? Why not hire us to protect you guys? Why not hire us for us to explain to you the tax changes? Majority of everybody right now that's filing their tax return have no idea about what's happening. They literally have no idea why they got this refund back, what deductions were removed, what credits were eliminated, why are they getting a $1,400 refundable credit? What is a refundable credit? Why is my mortgage deductible? Why isn't a portion of my property taxes not deductible? Like, there are so many looming questions out here that the taxpayers, you guys, are not asking them. And it's very alarming because it shows me that you guys are not in complete control over your taxes. Like, literally, you have to be in control because taxes is your biggest expense for the rest of your life. So many of you are like, oh, well, I think Grant Cardone said this. He said that maybe in like 10 years, each one of us will make $1 million. I think if you make like $50,000 a year or something like that. Yeah, wait, let me just do the calculations. 50,000 times 10 years, that's 500,000. So let's say if you make $100,000 times 10 years, each of us will make $1 million, right? But guess what the difference between me and you is that $100,000 that you're getting every year, I'm going to keep majority of that. But you're not. And the reason is simply because of tax planning, me knowing the tax code, and me, even in the position I am, still reading and learning about the tax system. So where that leaves you? That leaves you guys not knowing what to do. The code is difficult. The information is challenging. Don't tackle this stuff on your own. Just go find a professional and learn how to complete your W-4 form, because many of you are overstating your allowances. And like, let me be really honest with you. I don't even think a lot of you all know that. It's actually against the law to be over withheld. So if you're paying more taxes, that's illegal. If you're underpaying taxes, that's illegal. So where the hell do we stand? Like, literally, where the hell do we stand? If you overpay taxes, you could be fined. If you underpay taxes, you will definitely be fined. So where does that stand? That leaves you right in the middle, blind. Because you don't even know how the taxes are calculated, so you don't even know if you're paying the right amount. You don't know what credits or deductions to take. You don't know how to complete the W-4 form. But guess what? You guys are going right to TurboTax to file your taxes. You guys are going right to these black market professionals to file your taxes. So every year what happens, you accumulate your lack of knowledge. Every year you accumulate bad circumstances and probably shady tax returns. And every year you're not writing your check. Every year you are actually allowing IRS to say, here, this is what you're supposed to get back. here, this is what you're supposed to pay. Instead of you strategically sitting down with me and say, hey, Folasade, this is what I want to pay. How do we achieve that? Is it even possible? So guys, I'm about to take a quick break. Just know this, the tax code should not be tackled by yourself using TurboTax. It ain't gonna work, guys. We'll be right back. Hey guys, look, we are back. And I don't know what it is, but our segment 2 be so lit. Segment 1 be kind of dry. So if you just coming in, you missed a little, you missed a little bit, just a smidget, right? We talked about you using your W-4 form to be strategic so you could be able to write your own check and tell IRS how much check you want to write to them. And then also we talked about the small business owner not managing their expenses and so forth and not being in control. And then you consulting a tax accountant like myself so you can be in control, because only 2 things in life is guaranteed: death and taxes. But segment 2, we talking about business owners. Reinvest into your business so you can get to the next level. Like, this is a very, 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 very sensitive topic for the entrepreneur, small business, what they call bootstrapping, DIY, don't want to pay, buy fluff, sell fluff, don't know real business, don't have strategy. Like, this is the conversation we about to have for the second half on RIP Radio Network, guys. So get your phone ready. Give me a call, 301-232-5700. You want to be in this conversation, because guess what? You might be sitting on the fence right now. Ask yourself, should you make this investment? Is this investment going to take you to the next level? Should you do this? Should you put money here? Should you put action here? And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. If you don't make any investments, what makes you think people are going to invest in you? Straight up. Remember, money, as my coach has said, okay, money is a transfer of wealth. We don't recreate money, okay? It goes from me to you, from you to your family, from that person's family to another person's hand, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Money is transferred, okay? It's carried from one person to the next. So this is the thing. Do you not understand that there's a sense of energy that is transferred when you give money to another company? That same energy you want brought back into your company when people make investments into your services, into your products, and into your books and stuff. But guess what? A lot of small business owners right now are on the fence about making the most minimum investments. It makes me sick to my stomach. And the reason why I say it makes me sick to my stomach is because why do you expect to live the life of the 0%, of the 1%, of the top 3%, of the top 5, 8 or 9 or 10%, but you're not willing to make monetary investments into that? What makes you think you have the right to say that you want to have a successful business, but you don't want to invest into this? Like, guys, if you started like me years ago, you would need a brick and mortar. You would need an expensive website. You would need all of this extra stuff. Whereas right now, all you guys need is a landing page, PayPal, or Cash App, and you good. For real, you don't even need a landing page. All you need is a creative idea and Cash App. That's it. And you can make money, right? And you can also spend money too. So we're going to talk about why is it important for small business owners to reinvest into business. So first off, it gives you some skin into the game. If you don't make investments into the business, what makes you, where's the appreciation? Where's the value? Where is the worth? Remember, the more we pour into ourselves, what they say, we develop self-worth, right? The more you develop and pour into your business develops self-worth. Your business, what we call in the accounting industry, has a higher valuation, okay? In layman's terms, self-worth, business term, valuation, accounting term, valuation, okay? So what does that mean? That means you've invested into the certain key areas that have showed a positive return on its investment and have now exhibited ways for you guys to now make more money or save money. But guess what? If you guys don't make these necessary investments into your business, why do you expect for your business to develop any self-worth? Why do you expect for people to want to buy into your mission? Why would you expect for people to believe that what you're doing is worthy of their dollar? Straight up, no tea, no shade. Is your products worth it? Is your services worth it? It might not be. Because you're afraid to invest in yourself. So if you are afraid to invest into yourself, why should the universe, why should people, you don't even trust yourself. Why should I trust you? You won't even invest into yourself. Why would I invest in you? Why would I look for you for advice? Why would I look for you for direction when you can't even give your own self advice? When you can't even give your own self investments because you're scared to reinvest into yourself to build the self-worth that your business needs so you can take your business to the next level. So if you really want to grow, if you really want to take your business to the next level, you will always be figuring out where's your next investment, where's your next big idea, what's going to be happening, where's the money coming from? Because I know every day I sit up and every morning after I do my little routine, I sit up and say, where the money coming from? Where the money coming from? I already got a lot of money coming already out. Fuck that. Excuse my language. I already got a lot of money coming out. I wake up every day and say, where's my next money going to come from? But many of you don't even sit there and ask yourself those two questions. Where's my next dollar coming from? And where's my next dollar going to be invested? So I want to ask you one question before we go right into it. Why do you feel as though you have a right to build a successful business in a commerce society, in a capitalist society, without putting some skin in the game? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know not one successful person unless they were like a heir or living off daddy's and mommy's money, right? Like our lineage will be living off our money, right? That's when they don't make investments because it's been handed to them. It's nothing else to really flourish. It's already a developed, blossom, well-written, well-looked upon, high-worthy type of business. But your small business right now, as you sit here, you're probably driving as you're listening to this, or if you're going to be watching us later, you're probably sitting there about to, have your little mommy time or your daddy time, and you sitting there thinking about your business right now. I just want you to know one thing. If you don't make the investments into your business, who else will? If you don't make the investments into your business, who else will? Who else is going to invest into your business? Who else is going to believe in you? Who else is going to sacrifice day in and day out for your success? Only you. But it shows if you are afraid to invest monetarily into your business, it indirectly shows your lack of faith, your lack of trust, your determination, your perseverance, your dedication, and the fact that you believe in your own mission. It shows when you are afraid to now say, here's $1,500 to make this investment. Here's $500 to make this investment. Here's $1,000. Here's $100. Here's this. Here's that. If you are afraid as you watch the Money Zone right now on RIP Radio Network, give me a call, 301-232-5700. You should not be afraid to make mistakes. Like, guys, I've made $100,000 mistakes. Not at one time, though. Not at one time. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of mistakes. And I don't want to take them back because that got me to where I am now. Those mistakes prevent my clients from making the same mistakes. Those mistakes tells my story today. And you have to go out and make the investments and make the mistakes and learn what works and learn what don't work and make the investment and show that you believe in yourself and show that you believe in your mission. Because if you're willing to spend everybody else's money, but not your own, it also says something about you. You're willing to risk somebody else's coins if the coins was promptly handed into you, but you're not willing to risk your own coins to now reap the future benefits. So it shows, once again, you are afraid. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. You cannot build a six-figure business without making at least a 5-figure investment. That might be just to have a radio show on RIP Radio Network. That might be just to have me do your tax and provide you consultation services. That may be get your business structure set up and consult with an attorney. That might be investing into a course so you can learn how to create a program. That may be having a health coach so she can teach you how to have more stamina and strength so you can go and outwork your competition. That might be different various areas to make you this whole human, so now you can go out and achieve the ministry that God put into you. See, I learned recently that everything that we doing, it's a form of ministry. We're serving. That's ministry. So if you're afraid to invest into your ministry, why should clients pay you? Why do you think your business should grow? Why do you think you're worthy of success without putting skin in the game and putting in work? Like, I don't really know, Roger. Like, where they do that? Like, is is that Hollywood time? Like, I need to go to California. Like, do they do that there? But I thought, like, some of my clients have slept in a car to get, actor gigs, been homeless. Like, they even put skin in the game. And the show is over, like, after, 2 months. And, yeah, you see them on TV, but they don't own the royalties. They don't own none of that. But you own every piece of your small business. You're afraid to make investments. I just want to tell you this. Every big business, I'm going to say this again, every big business that you see today started out small years ago. They started out afraid, just like you. They started out with people not trusting in them and people not believing in them. But guess what? They continue to persevere and make investments. And so, guys, I didn't want to come on here and give you guys ideas of what investments, because you all are in different phases of your business. One of you may need a website. One of you may need accounting. One of you may need marketing. One of you may need this. But you have to sit back at the table tonight and ask yourself, what do you think your business needs to get to the next level? Pray on it. Even ask for guidance. Maybe your coach or with me, if I was your accountant or whatever the case may be, get their opinion on it. And then make your decision on your investment. Because that investment might be the bridge between where you are right now and your 6-figure journey tomorrow. Every investment that I've made, from hiring coaches to programs to packages to courses, made me who I am right now today. Every investment, every book that I didn't read, every book that I did read, every course, every program, every package, it showed me something about where I was in every phase of my business and my life. When I burnt out, I will buy courses and don't finish them because I couldn't deliver, because I was so tired and I was burnt out and I didn't believe in my mission again and my ministry. But when I got back belief and I hired my coach or whatever the case may be, my life coach, my health coach, remember I got a lot of coaches, y'all, right? Then that pushed me to another level. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you need, and be completely unwavering about your next level. Unwavering, meaning if a snowstorm come today, you still gonna work. Not say go to work, but you still gonna work, right? If the children screaming and hollering and getting on your nerve, you're still going to work. Be completely unwavering. But guess what? You can sit back and say, I read every book, I done Googled everything. Until you guys step out, make investments, and start learning on the job, your business will not grow. You cannot prevent your business from making mistakes that are inevitable. There are certain mistakes in business that you have to learn to get to the next point. I can't stop them. Your coach can't stop them. That's part of the destiny. But you are stopping it by not making that one investment. Guys, it comes to a point in your business where, like, okay, so let me give you an example of where we are in our business here, me and my team. We are at that point where my investments exceed my resources, right? Which is a good thing because we're already past the 6-figure mark. We've already made our mark. Now it's time where if I was of a different race and a little bit older, remember, I will be able to walk into the bank and get a loan, a 6-figure loan to offset. So I don't have to put in everything, right? But because I'm brown, because I'm only 33, because I'm still, like that comes with the territory, guys. This is the truth now. I have to reinvest myself, my resources, my everything for my next level. And I've been completely unwavering with it. Completely unwavering with it. And the reason why is because I cannot stop doing Rip Radio Network to save $100 or to save $50. I cannot stop paying this person to save $300 when that might be the next thing that get me to my next referral that makes me 50 to 100 grand. But you may not think like me. I live by, die by entrepreneurship. And if you don't, you may not understand when I say be completely unwavering. You may not get it. But an entrepreneur that been through the trenches, that started out like me with nothing, no job. I didn't have a job. Like, I've never worked for really nobody. I didn't have like, come on now. All that y'all got, all the cushion y'all got, I never had. Never had the father to call or fall back on. Never. No cushion. No cushion. No cushion. If I fall here first, I'm going in. And my husband and my kids and my sister might be the only ones able to pull me out. That might be if I have enough money right there to pull me out. But I tell you guys to say, you cannot be scared. You cannot be scared. Every great lost so much to get to where they are. If I could tell y'all my story in 1 year to even get to the little bit of money I make, you'd be like, oh my gosh, oh, it's gonna take that? You went through that, I would have been quit, right? But I come to tell you guys is that don't be afraid, just be smart. Be smart with your decisions. Be strategic, map it out, budget it, work it out, cut some stuff back. Stop shopping. Stop doing extra stuff. Like, I ain't do none of that. And I was a shopaholic. I didn't do none of that when I was making investments into my business. I didn't shop. I didn't do nothing. While my girlfriends party and lived the life, I didn't do nothing but come home to my family. Me and my husband, our special night was Boston Market. Like, do y'all even know? Like, do y'all even know? Like, all this that you guys doing, trying to be at brunches and all, I never did none of that until about a year and a half ago. And I still don't even feel comfortable doing that now. And the reason being is because my tomorrow is greater than the investment and the lack thereof today. Because I know in 5 years, my daughter and my son is going to be stupid rich. I know in 5 years, I can pay X, Y, and Z to get this taken care of. I can give somebody this to go and take care of Bill. That's what I want. What do you want? If you want to grow, you got to make investments. If you want to make impact, you have to make investments. If you want the techniques and the strategies and not the years that it took me to get to where I'm at, you have to make investments into everything that your business needs. Not my business, not your neighbor's business, not your girlfriend's business. Guys, I need you all to take a step back and take some notes about your business. What do you feel like you're lacking? And it better not be no click funnels, because you don't need that to make money. I'm not throwing no shade, but you don't need all of that stuff to make money. Okay? I'm talking about the hardcore stuff you need to make money. Write it down. Figure it out. Find a solution. And make the investments. Guys, I'm your girl Folasade, the accountability accountant. You can't build a 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure, whatever figure business without making countless investments and countless mistakes. So guys, let's have an amazing day and let's go out and be great. All right?